Okay, so I'm gonna start, obviously, this is gonna be completely band based. Right. So I'm gonna start, man, we don't need this on here, right? Like that's starting point. Let's get this static out. The idea of time under tension is we wanna find that happy place of tension and static. We're not telling the industry that you gotta completely take static weight out of the equation. That's crazy. We've been lifting plates for 300 years, right? It's gonna take a long time for that actual change to happen. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is add some tension to this machine. Again, our first introduction out into the industry for our belief and our method of time under tension is adaptive band training. So we're gonna go through right now how to adapt tension to your generic gym equipment. So, Ralph, we're gonna grab a level 2 Recon band. So we're on a lat pull down, right?
Yeah.
Again, this is one of Recon Health and Fitness's piece of equipment. So I understand how to adapt bands to this. It's no different than your name brands like Life Fitness and stuff. Mm-hmm. We're gonna use a level 2 Recon band. Now, everything in the industry right now for bands is a 42-inch long band or a 12-inch long band. With Recon, we've brought to the surface all the band lengths in between. And when we actually think about that, why wasn't that a thing 50 years ago? You know, Ralph is 4'1". I'm 5'11". So this band is different. His torso length is different than mine. So, you know, think about the mathematics of that. It just does not make sense. So when you do eventually come onto the Recon system, there's a variety of bands, lengths and levels. Most band companies like CoreFX, etc., their bands come color coded, and they do that because, you know, and I don't want to talk about other companies, but I'll talk about the industry in a whole. So the industry does that to claim a tensile strength of that band. What's false about that is if I take a band right now that's claimed to be 45 pounds, how does that metric make sense if I move back a little bit? How does that metric make sense if I come forward? So again, reconnaissance into this method proved to us that you can't put a number on the tensile strength of a band. So what we did is we configured our bands based on levels. And we can go from level 1 up to level 15. And we go from length 12, 20, 30, and 40. It's dynamic, but it's adaptable to everybody's body style, everybody's body type. So, Ralph, we're gonna grab a level 2 Recon band, okay? I'll let you kind of...
Totally defend yourself when you're hiding, and how tall are you?
I am 5'6", 5'7" on a good day, depending on the shoes, you know.
Again, we're teaching adaptive, so you know it may seem a little awkward at first, but without the Recon system adapted to this equipment yet, we're gonna have to just go with the flow, and that's adaptive band training.
Right.
So right now, I'd take the level 2, I'd double it up on the frame here, and I'd come up to your post.
Come all the way up. Just like this.
Yep, double it up. Kind of do the same as what I'm doing here. There you go. Double it up, throw it on there, okay? We got no static weight on there, it's just tension right now, right? So hop on, and let's see what that feels like. So if I were to ask you, what does that feel like if it was static weight? How many plates or how many pounds do you think you'd have on that?
Thinking like a plate?
A plate aside?
Plate
okay,
aside.
hop back on there.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're just getting going.
Okay.
So, yes, you know, time under tension and band training, it is the next thing, but we also have to bring, you know, historical movements into this. So form is important,
right.
Okay? And my main thing, again, why I was so passionate about the rehabilitation side is when my body tensed up on me, this happened. And I had no control over it, and my tension just sat there. for years and years. Most people do. I could look at most people, the general public, and they're like this. They have no idea,
Right.
but they're like this. We hold our tension in our neck. So I'm always gonna be on you to stay down. I'm either gonna be pushing you down because I notice you creeping up,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna keep you down. It allows us to, number one, isolate, right? We're not using any of this stuff, we're isolating, right? Band training is not about how hard it can be and how much weight is on there. It's about volume and it's about clean movements, right? So we're gonna keep our upper body down and just engage lat. You are gonna start to creep up, and I'm just gonna remind you to keep it down. So let's get into that. I know you're obviously professional in your industry, so you know form.
Yeah.
Okay, right now that muscle's being loaded.
Oh, yeah.
You feel that pump right now?
Oh yeah.
You feel it right now. It happens immediately because that band is opening up that muscle fiber, giving it a healthy influx of oxygen and blood. Okay, I can see by your face that you're giving it, and you have no weight on this. Remember, so if you were in a gym right now with 100 other people, they're going to be looking at you saying, "Why is this guy grunting? He's got no weight on this thing. What's happening?"
He's 4'1" and he's soft.
Yep. So when I teach, and time under tension is about reps. It's about volume, okay? It's not about your one max rep. I don't care about that. So how many did you get out of that?
I think like 10 or 12.
Why'd you stop?
You want me to stop? You
No,
want
I want you to keep going, man. We want to fill that muscle up. So let's get to 12. Even though you've already done 10, let's get to 12, okay? And are we feeling it?
Oh yeah.
And you're isolated on the lat. Great. Yep. Keep that focus. Keep the form. Keep relaxed. Just lat. Let's go for 4 more. Let's keep going. It's just a band. 2 more, let's go. Right to the contraction. Get it down. There you go. Whenever you think you're there, there's still another inch. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, slow release. Slow release. Release, relax all this. There, see what just happened? I felt that, you felt that. Everything dropped. You want to stay like that throughout every rep. Okay, don't move, stay seated. Let go, but stay seated. You felt that at the end?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what happened there.
My shoulders went up.
Why?
I was tense.
You were tense, your muscles were already exhausted,
Yeah.
you were feeling it. What happens when you do that? What do you think is happening to your body? What is your body doing when you did that? You're not allowed to isolate anymore.
Isolated, yeah.
Because now you're working here, you're working here, you're working here, right? And this is where all tension is held. Relax that, isolate this. If it's too much, then we'll bring the tension down. Because again, the goal is not how much weight, it's about how many clean reps and how good that muscle actually feels through every rep, okay?
Right.
So I'm gonna add a little static to this.
Okay.
Just because the general public is gonna question what there's no weight at all.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a little bit on.
Okay.
So we're gonna say that you max that out at about 12 reps. Okay, so let's add some static.
All right.
Okay, so just so we're gonna make you look cool, we'll put some weight plates on it, okay? So you're not made
Solid 10
so you're not made fun of, all right? So all we've added is a 10-pound plate to each side.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go after 10 reps now and see what that little bit of static is gonna do. Okay. Great form. Let's go. You're halfway there, let's go. 6, 7. Let's go 8. Let's go 9. And I'll tell you right now, I want one more than what I asked for. Let's go. That's 10. You give me one more always. One more. And when you think you're there, there's still one more inch to go. 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 Good. Let that slowly pull, slowly pull. What's happening is that's opening up that fiber right now in a very healthy way. There you go. Oh, what happened? You only have 20 pounds on it.
Oh man, didn't feel like it.
You want to put some more weight on it?
Oh geez.
Again, we're not going for 4 to 6.
Yeah.
That's not the theory here, right? How can you explain to me what your lats are feeling right now versus taking that tension off with your traditional training, 1, 2 plates aside like a champ in the gym? What's the difference of what you're feeling right now?
Well, it's definitely in tension the whole time.
You're under tension the whole time.
Under tension the whole time.
Yep.
There's zero relief.
Yep.
So everything's just,
Everything.
yeah.
Are your lats, how does specifically the lats feel compared to a static pull of 4 to 6 reps?
It feels like you gotta fight so much more.
You do.
Definitely like
Yep.
coming down, like you're fighting the whole time.
And the actual rep throughout start to finish versus having static weight on, what is that? Like a cleaner pull, an easier pull?
Yeah, very smooth.
To get to the contraction?
Yeah, to get to
Okay.
the contraction. It's
Okay.
definitely smoother.
Right on.
Yeah.
So if I were to ask you, after this, you go to your gym, are you gonna put bands on this machine from now on?
In a private gym?
Yeah,
100%, yeah.
100% you will. In a public gym?
And a public gym?
Keep it too embarrassed, man.
Why? I go to every public gym with hundreds of people.
Because he's a young guy.
Yeah,
All they care about is swinging.
Right.
14 plates. per
right.
side, right?
And this is what we're trying to change.
Exactly.
Right.
Because swinging 14 plates aside, what's it gonna do?
Injuries.
You're gonna get injured, man. How old are you?
26.
You got such a career ahead of you. Let's not do that, right? I'm gonna pull the static off, and we're gonna do another rep of 12 to 15, or another set, okay? So keep going, but I'm gonna pick up on a couple things, okay? So when you're up, you're moving your body forward. Try not to.
Okay.
Okay? Because now you're starting to use momentum. There, a little bit harder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. So do you see what happened? You started to use your upper body weight as momentum. That's like 6. Let's go. It's just a rubber band.
God.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's 7. We're gonna do one more. When you think you're done, you're not. One more. And when you think you're there, there's one more inch. Let's go. Attaboy. Slowly up. Let it pull. Let the traps drop. Aha! You see that? Focus on that all the time now, okay? Oh, good job. Good job.
Yeah, that's tough.
You can get out of this. I just want to feel your lats.
You do. I got very high lat
Yeah,
assertions.
That's okay. That's okay. Oh, good. Okay, so now we're gonna just pull those lats open a little bit
Okay.
because there's a lot that just happened to that muscle there. It's shocked right now. So again, adaptive band training. You can grab a band and put it on anything. You can come over here. We'll do it over here. All I did was take that band and put it up on the post. Okay, grab it with both hands.
Okay.
You go ahead. Step back. Step back more. Oh, not that machine. Hold on. Let's go over here. There we go. Grab those. Okay. Step back. Step back, step back, step back, step back. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna let it pull the lats.
Just pull the lats.
Pull your lat right over.
Like this.
Yep.
Yep. You're probably feeling your hams too,
Yep.
but let it just pull on your shoulders and your lats.
Right there.
And we're just opening up all that fiber, right? Why? Because we're about to get into a low row, right? Just let that pull out. That's a natural, just pull on the muscle fiber. This is what should be happening. Give that a couple seconds of release. And then we're gonna do 1 set, maybe 2 sets on the low row to hit the lower part of your lat. Because you're right, your lats are higher up on your torso. We wanna start to develop some of the lower lat, right? Giving you that V. And again, I'm not about bodybuilding. I'm not about, you know, how the physique is. The physique comes with this type of training, just naturally does. But I am about symmetry and making sure that you're developing proper from side to side, right? Is it pulling?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll take it. You can pull the plates off of that low row. Right now we're going to a low row. We're using Recon bands. You're on a level 4, and this is the 20-inch, okay?
Okay.
You'll start to understand the band lengths and the band levels as the more you train. So again, it's adaptive band training. We know the equipment, so we're gonna put this band right here. Put it on the other side again. We're doing this because there's no other system. Give it a couple months and there will be, right?
Right.
So we've solved this problem that we're seeing right now, and the public's gonna get it in a few months. But for now, we're still going on with adaptive band training. So hop on there. Okay, there you go. How does that feel?
Too bad.
How many reps do you think you can get out?
With this,
Yeah,
like 12 to 15.
12 to 15, so 20?
Yeah.
Okay, get after it. Right? You see what happened? You just did it again, didn't you?
Yeah.
You felt that, right? Constantly in your brain, tell yourself all the time, drop this, drop this. And being a professional, you know to exhale on every rep, right? Let's get that oxygen out. So the same thing you were doing over there, leveraging the front body, you're doing right now. Do not let the front body pull forward, because now you're engaging momentum, right? There, that's what I'm looking for. Hold that, hold that, hold that. Okay, you got 3 more.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, exactly. Awesome, it doesn't matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because we're not basing this on metrics, we're basing this on how the body feels and how the body reacts, and that's how I teach and that's how I train. I don't care about numbers and I don't care about a book beside you in the gym. There you go. Okay. And when you think that's your last one, you're gonna do 1 more. And when you think you're all the way there, you're gonna go 1 more inch. Let's go. Let's go. There's 1 more inch there. Go. Slowly release that. Haha. You saw that, right? I love it. When this drops, grab your outsides. Right now. Right now. Let's go. There you go. Okay. We're gonna go for 8. Now this one, your traps are gonna feel engaged because we're wider, right? And your rear delts, and that's okay. But let's not make it the focus of the pull, right? It's still the lat. And when we know when we're training back, our hands, they're just handles, right? That's just to pull. They're just hooks. It's the lat that does the work, not the grip. Let's go 3 more of them. Let's go. 2 more, let's go. 1 more, let's go. Yep, hold that. Okay, slow release. There you go. Here we go. How's that feel?
That's good.
Okay. You want me to add some static?
Let's do it.
Okay. So your comment about in a private gym you'd put bands on, but in a public gym, you'd question that.
He's got to be honest about it.
100%. I'm
one of
glad
those
you.
things
I'm
that-
glad you
definitely-
answered that way.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to.
So this is the challenge that I see, all right?
Absolutely.
So it may not seem cool for these young kids.
Correct.
So we need to find, it has to be young people that we're going to be training.
And that's why our model was, a business to business and a youth, right? And start with training our youth this way. So it does become cool.
It does.
It is cool.
It's something new that can catch on, which is, if it's proven by facts and stats, it's actually a good way of training, right?
Correct. So we have the medical.
You need to be backed by doctors, physiotherapists,
Yep.
trainers, such as Ralph.
Yep. And we have that medical backing. I mean, we have a long list of credentialed physiotherapists, etc.
To see it, right?
Yep, 100%. And I mean, through this series, we are going to bring some practitioners in here and some doctors to validate what it is that we're doing. We've already validated it with them, but for the public to know. Second to that, it's not cool, right? It's not cool. With Recon, what we did is we made it cool. Once you start to see our products, they're cool. Like, they're just cool. I don't know how else to explain it, but they're practical, they're useful, but man, they're sexy and they're cool. You're gonna wanna have my bar in the gym. You just are.
Yeah.
It's guys like you that gotta do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have James Harrison, I have NFLs, I have all these guys just on standby right now.
Right.
They're gonna say it's cool.
Yeah.
So it's guys like you that have to press that.
Incorporated. Yeah.
And it's not that you have to, like I'm not paying you to do it, I'm proving it to you. You're gonna wanna do it. You're gonna wanna say it.
Right.
The thing, like I come from a fight background, okay? Both BJJ and Muay Thai.
Okay.
When I train fighters, I train them under tension. Like I plug them into the wall and they're wearing one of my harnesses, okay?
Yeah.
So they're stepped forward, 10 pounds of tension. I mean, I'm not gonna say 10 pounds, but I have to for now because people still relate the number, right?
Aspect, yeah.
So let's just say there's 10 pounds of pull on this guy of tension, and he's boxing me for 30, 60 days like that.
Yeah.
On day 61, when I release him from that harness and I take that fighter out of that tension, that guy doesn't even understand his own power.
Yeah.
You just don't, because you've been 60 days pulled back. Release that from that guy, and he's gonna be an animal coming out of the cage.
Yeah.
He's not gonna even understand his own power. We do that a lot with basketball as well. I'll tension guys down to the floor, and they'll be harnessed, and we'll just do jump, and I'll get them doing that 30 days straight. On day 31, take that band off, and that guy's height, that guy's vertical,
Yeah.
he doesn't understand how he got there.
Same thing if you're training for, I have a track background, so if you're training
There you go.
sprinter, yeah.
So I'd tie you to the wall,
Take it
and
to the wall.
you'd be this for 30 days, right?
Right.
Day 31, I'd love to see what happens. Let's document that, because
That'd be-
I know what's gonna happen.
That'd be cool.
We should actually run a series. We take somebody, we train till they fuck at it, and we run all the stats. Run all the stats. How much he can lift static weight after bands. For 30 days, they only do bands. Fuck all the static weight, right?
Yep,
You measure his maxes or
Yep.
Before the
it's his reps and level of band progression. That's what we monitor and count, yeah.
speed.
Check him at the end. So I trained a lot at Good Life in Okotoks, and the trainers there started adapting to what I was doing. Ethan, I think he's the GM. I think he's one of the, the GM there now, but I got him on bands and under bench, and he messaged me about 60 days later saying that he had increased his bench. Again, he works on metrics. He had increased his bench by a whole 45 plate a side over 30 days. And he started with a 25-pound plate and a band, and then progress the tension. Take that tension off, and there's not enough room on that bar to load plates on for him anymore. So that's the same thing as what you're gonna feel that. Like if I take this off of you in 30 days, you're gonna have an additional plate on there for sure. But you're right, I wanna follow you. You know, let's spend some time together doing this and then follow the progression and see where you graduate and how far you go. Okay, so we've only added 20 pounds to this of static weight. And we're still looking for the same amount of reps because we train based on reps, right? Volume. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Are you feeling anywhere else tension?
It might just be my forearms, but my forearms are pretty fired up.
Okay. We did some stuff earlier, probably engaged forearms. Okay, get your last 4 out of that. This is just to get you. Right now, I'm just pissing you off. So let's go for 4 more. Clean. Head up. Always, right? When you do that, your neck is tensed. Let's go. 2 more. Let's go. 1 more. And when you think it's the last one, you got 1 more in you. And when you think you're all the way there, you got 1 more inch. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. Yep. My man. Drop them shoulders. Yeah. You did it. You did that on your own. I love seeing you starting to teach yourself to drop them, right? There you go.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
We can organically pull, right? I'm not forcing it. I'm not fighting it. I'm not doing anything.
Right.
My core is planted, and I'm just letting it pull my lat.
Okay.
Okay, and it's opening up those fibers so much that I'm just like, I just want to stay here forever.
Yeah.
It just feels such a good pull. Okay, so let's open up your lats and get that stretch in. And again, what we're seeing on this rack is we're just wrapping a band around it because there's no other option. Give it a couple months. And the answer to that problem is going to be pretty predominant. And shoulder, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So step forward a bit. Good. And just let your body weight, right? You're not fighting that tension. It's your body weight, right? Yeah, you got high fucking lats.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good for the V. As long as you can keep this tight, it's good for your V. And again, what's happening, right? Like every movement you do with time under tension like that, it's testing your core. Everything is testing your core. Like you said, everything, time under tension was to under tension that whole time, right?
Right.
Your core has to be engaged. It has no choice when there's a band pulling on that muscle.
Yeah. That's good stuff, man.
Good. So the exercise was great, felt amazing.
Yeah.
And then this part just kind of closed it.
Releases, yeah.
Just released it, opened it up, right?
Yeah.
So you're not walking out of the gym feeling like, oh my God,
I feel tight.
that was a great workout. Sure. I don't know what you accomplished.
Still there though.
The pump can still be there. It's a different kind of pump. It's a different kind of pump.